Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Tubes Taylor here with you with Duff TV. It is a happy Father's Day. It is the under-14 STJFL C Grand Final between Glenorchy and Huonville. The Lions and the Pies about to play off here at the home of football in the south of the state, North Hobart Oval. These teams are ready to go. Unfortunately, our scoreboard says Glenorchy and Norfolk. That's not the case. It's Glenorchy and Huonville. We'll fix that up for you, folks, very shortly. But Glenorchy, the favoured team coming into the grand final. Huonville, after 5 rounds this year, were on the bottom of the ladder, and they are now in a grand final. They're fired up. They're ready to go, and they're coached very well down there by Logan Blight, down there at Huonville. Glenorchy, the form side, as I said, coming into the grand final. They've got some real superstars out there, led by Brandon Oates, of course, who is the captain. The man at the front of the pack there bouncing the footy, young Jack Mayles, the vice-captain, he's one to watch as well. But the player I like in this side is Luke Brown. He is an absolute jet and a superstar, so it'll be Glenorchy's game to lose, which puts a bit of pressure on them coming into grand final day. A magnificent day for football here at North Hobart Oval, as the boys have about 15 minutes to go. I will go through the footy sides for Glenorchy. It is number 1, Brandon Oates. Number 2, Lewis Crennan. Number 3, Jay Webster. Number 4, Jai Wakefield. Number 5, Jack Grace. Number 6, Harrison Sauce Wells. Number 9, Connor Kelly Lennox. Number 10, Cade Burgess. Number 11, Riley Rolladair. Number 12, Jackie Mayles. Number 13, Declan Modrijan. Number 14, William Herbert. Number 16, Backline Billy Phillips, BLB they call him. Number 19, Jordan Blythe. Number 20, Jaden Ford Wolf. Number 21, Fletcher Salter. Number 22, Jack Dobson. Number 23, Luke Matcham. Number 29, Ty Turner. Number 50, Luke Brown. Number 56, Jack Howlett. And number 72, Zach Tennant for Huonville, as we pan across the grounds. Number 1, Aaron Kringle. Number 3, Connor Williams. Number 4, Mitchell Young. Number 8, Sam Willing. Number 11, Anthony Stanway. He's one to watch. Number 13, Braden Shaw. Number 15, Isaac Narracott. He's a very good player too. Number 16, Jakey Dyrene. Number 20, Anthony Harrison. Number 29, Toby Sinclair. Number 63, they jumped from 29 to 63, goodness me, Travis Hickey. Number 66, Johnny Thorpe. Number 76, Ryan Ode Vincent. He's one to watch for mine, folks. Number 78, Jack McQueen. Number 80, Blake Hosking. Number 82, Tobias Godfrey. 90, Malcolm Hendricks. 91, Lockie Bond. 96, Curtis Reed. 97, Cody Rawnsley. Another one to watch there, folks. He's a jet. And number 98, Jackson Richards. So as we focus down on the boys, they're fired up. I talked to the coach a little bit before the game, and he said the boys have been training really hard. They've got a couple of 12-year-olds running around in the under-14C division here in the STJFL, but they are fired up and ready to go. No real pressure on them, I would have thought, coming into this grand final, as we see Mitchell Young just scooping the ball up there nicely. In the end, in the under-14C division, the Huonville Lions came from 3rd to get into the grand final here, defeating Glenorchy and defeating New Norfolk last week. Glenorchy did really well to come from 2nd on the ladder. It was a very tight contest though, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the end today here on grand final day, as we see the boys coming in for the final rev up from coach Jordan West in the under-14C Glenorchy Magpies. He of course plays, or did play out there at Glenorchy, Geordie West, still playing out there, and Logan Bly, the coach as well, is playing down there at Huonville. So the boys just getting around Lukey Brown. You can see Jack Mayles taking control there. He is, of course, a very strong leader. The Glenorchy boys doing really well to make this grand final. So the game's set to start at 10:15. Hello to all those folks out there watching on the live stream, thanks to Cripps, the master baker, baking great bread since 1878. Must, of course, thank our other sponsors, Mood Food and Bennett's Petroleum, and Jackson Motor Company, our scoreboard sponsor today. It's a great day for footy here at North Hobart Oval as we see Jim Horn just lacing one out in front of us here. An absolute beauty from Big Jim. Hello to those folks on the live stream. If you are out there watching on the live stream, you can tweet me at tubes_Taylor. We'll be happy to give you a shout out over the top of our broadcast. Ty Turner's nickname is Critter. It's interesting.
At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat, milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early learnings, exploration, and discovery. With time comes quality. At Cripps, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you, right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed.
So there they are, the Huonville boys getting ready for their last one. It looks like there's a young man out there with a broken leg. He's got the crutches and the cast on. Probably just sit him down at full forward, I would have thought. Pop it on his head. It's a real shame. Real shame that he has to miss the grand final today, but still very much a part of it, young man.
Muscular Dystrophy Tasmania is a 100% run volunteer charity. We are always looking out for opportunities to raise awareness.
Coaches, umpires now just waiting for the national anthem.
100% of all money raised
Of course.
goes to the charity with no administration fees. The game is a wonderful event for many reasons, so please jump on board and be involved with Tasmania's only Legends charity game. We didn't have an involvement with the state when I first
There they are. They'd be nervous, no doubt, the umpires. Danny's down there too. Look at him. Danny, give us a shout out. We love Danny here at Duff TV. All right, here they go. Coming into line up for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for the first grand final of the day, the under-14s grand final between Glenorchy and the Huonville Lions, we now invite you all to be upstanding for the Australian national anthem.
We've golden soil
Thank you very much, and please enjoy the game.
There we go, folks, the national anthem. A couple of boys from Huonville coming off now with the crutches there, 2 of them on crutches, so that spells a little bit of disaster for their footy side as we come into this grand final. As you see, coming onto the bench there, some of the boys from Glenorchy. They'd love to be out there for the first bounce. Umpire's just calling the captains over. Of course, Brendan Oates is already out there ready to go. And the co-captains, Blake Hosking and Jackson Richards, are out there ready to go too. So toss of the coins here. There's Danny shaking hands. We love you here on Duff TV, Danny. And the umpire just tossing the coin there. Just got lost in the glass, and Huonville will kick to the left of screen. So I'm pretty nervous here today, folks. I'm sure those boys that you can see on your screen are 2 times as nervous as me, but they are fired up and ready to go. No more tomorrows here at North Hobart Oval. It is grand final day in under 14C STJFL action live here on Duff TV. I think if Huonville can come out and get the first use of the footy and run it around a bit, start using a bit more of their running game, they could cause an upset here today. So it's the Lions and the Pies. They're just waiting for the boys to get to their final starting positions. Looks like Jack Males is starting down forward, as is big Lukey Brown for Glenorchy. Right down in the pocket there. Looks like Toby Sinclair starting out of the square for Huonville. Crowd building here. We've got 4 games of STJFL coming to you live across the day. So here we go, grand final day here at North Hobart Oval. Out they come. Huonville going quickly, nice quickly move forward there by Hendricks. Quick kick forward, and this is the start they wanted. It looks like Jack McQueen that's taken the mark here at half forward, a little too far out to score. McQueen's a jet. We watched him a couple of weeks ago at KG5. Nice big roost as he made it the journey. It's across the line, a goal. McQueen from 50, unbelievable stuff. And that is the start that they wanted, the Huonville Lions. Goodness me, and the boys rally right around him. How about this from 45 metres out? He just went boom. Have a look at this on the Mood Food replay. Kaboom. And nearly touched across the line, but it was well and truly through for a goal. Unbelievable start to the Huonville Lions. What a great start. Here we go again. Ruck contest 1 down. Very even stuff here. Now out they come, the Pies, going forward for the first time. Here's Brown. He gets wrapped up in a nice tackle down there by Rawnsley. Quick kick forward there by Matcham, who gets it down towards his forwards. Tried a big fresh area down there by Salter. Scrappy stuff here. Rawnsley with a handball out nicely. Quick kick forward, but it'll be marked by Brandon Oates. He goes back from outside 50. A little too far out to score. Chips it up in the Brown direction. Flying high. They go up over the top. Here's a chance now at the bottom of the pack for Burgess. He slipped over. Couldn't quite get it away. Brown's in there again. Good hard footy here early in the STJFL Grand Final under 14Cs. Brown with a handball up. Nicely finds Webster. Webster goes one way, then around onto his left. Quick kick forward. Oh, it's chopped off there by Narracott. They can't quite get it away. Here's a chance again for Burgess as he goes in hard. There's a chance for Harrison to get it away. Brown with strength. Kicks it out of bounds on the full, and we will see a free kick going the way of the Lions. So the Lions bring it in. Rawnsley flies high. Oh, chopping it off nicely down there was Matcham. Matcham didn't get too far back off the line. Big fly over the back. Courageous stuff there from the Lions defender. Quick kick forward, almost a chance here for the Pies as they keep driving it forward. Brown with strength and courage going over the top, but punching across the line. Great defensive work down there by the Lions. On the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, Glenorchy zip 1-1, trail Huonville 1-6. Good kick out, nicely finding Hickey. Hickey from half back here. No one really to kick to, so he just decides to kick it long down the line. Here's a chance as they go back again. Big fly over the top. Oh, that was good there by Burgess. Burgess sends it inside forward 50. It's all lines though. Oh, they could have raffled it, but they dropped it. Brown again gets his hands away. Nicely worked down here as they kick it away, trying to clear the area. Out it comes now here for Salter. Salter sends a burner down towards Males. Males from the pocket. We've seen him kick them here from before. He's held without it. And he's actually been called dropping the footy. Can we get another look at that on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard? It was a good effort here, but he just threw it away. Yeah, good effort there by the umpire, and it's punched across the line anyway. It'll stay inside forward 50 for the Pies. So the Pies pressing here. Really need to see it worked out of here for the Huonville Lions. Good effort over the back here. Now it rolls out. Now a chance for Shaw. He got it away. Little push in the back there, but a good strong mark taken by Crennan. Creno sends it out long now in the direction of his forwards, flying over the top. Here's a chance for the Pies if they can just get it off the ground there for Matcham. He can't. Now pace shown here by Thorpe. He got it away. A nice long kick. Little man over the back rode it beautifully there. The captain, sorry, that's Hendricks that kicked it forward. They fly at the footy. I'm joined in the commentary box by Martin Duffy. Welcome, Duff.
Yeah, great to be here, Tubes, and what a great start by the Huonville Lions. Of course, they're probably fair to say that Glenorchy's gone in as favourites, but to get that early goal, that'll give them a lot of belief.
As they go in the direction of Brown, he flies high, had a small man on him in Dyrene, and just sat over the top as they find a bit of pace and, sorry, space and time out here. And they'll go back and have their first real shot on goal, Duff.
Yeah, nice field up there by Glenorchy. Great mark by Brown.
This is backline Billy Phillips. BLB, they call him.
Backline Billy.
Yeah, so he's somehow snuck up into the forward line and got the first shot on goal. 5 minutes gone in the first term. BLB sends it home, and he loves it too. How about that celebration? And they come from everywhere. He loved it. Backline Billy loves kicking a goal, Duff.
Well, it looks like backline Billy's got himself up forward today, Tubes, as it was a nice kick on goal. Under a lot of pressure, they just needed that one just to settle. And Daniel, the goal umpire,
good technique
from
from Daniel.
Form. Everybody is up and about in the first quarter here at North Hobart on what will be the first of, we believe, 10 grand finals that we're covering in the STJFL. And next week we've got 9 in 2 days, but we'll be right, Tubes. We've got to put ourselves into autopilot.
Happy Father's Day, of course, to you, Duff. Not only the father of two wonderful boys, Jack and Ben, but the godfather of Duff TV. As the ball comes out now to half forward for the Pies. Good tapping work down here by the Lions as he moves it forward, shows a bit of pace and got it away. Quick kick down towards McQueen. McQueen uses his pace, but it's going to beat him across the line. And it'll go out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to you too, Tubes. The first time, I believe.
Number one for me, Duff. Yes, that's correct. So boundary throw-in here.
First of many on the way for you, Tubes.
Yeah, that's right.
Still very young. Brown in the ruck.
He won it down in towards Hickey. Hickey does well to get two away from him. Brown, though, burrowing in. Lukey Brown, just a big ruckman's effort, and the umpire says, no, I'll take it, thank you, give it to me. So they've switched Brown into the ruck by the looks of things here, Duff.
Yep.
As we see a bit of live tweeting going on down there on the boundary. There's Burgess again. He's been good so far. Bouncing ball here at half forward for the Lions. Good tap on there by the Lions player in, I think that was Hendricks that tapped it forward. Out it comes now for Salter, who has so much space. Good attack on the footy there from the Lions defender. Big fly over the back. Oh, spinning out of trouble. Rawnsley does really well. Then went at the man, not the footy. Quick kick forward nicely there by Matcham. And playing in front, here's a chance for Males. He's a beautiful kick of the footy. Handballed over the top to the running man in BLB. BLB's going to get a chance to kick his second goal in as many minutes. He got it on the boot, and last line of defence. Good work from the Lions.
Great defending there by the Lions. It just needed to sit up after that Males handball, and it didn't. And then the Lions got back, put the pressure on, but they had the man back in the square, and you can only put that down to great coaching there by Logan.
Richards did really well, handballed up there by Shaw. He got it away, but only as far as an opponent. Now a chance as they kick it forward. Blythe, his kick is untoward as the umpire with the afro will bowl it in.
The question will be, will the just a little problem with our audio there. We're right, Tubes?
Yep.
The question will be, will Huonville be able to stand up to the ongoing pressure from the Magpies? That'll be the question.
It's been constant, hasn't it? They look good when they get a bit of space here, but the bigger bodies of the Pies just look dangerous as they get it off half-back. That's a good effort there by the tackler for the Lions. A little handball out. Now a chance as they run forward for Declan. He got his handball away, but only went as far as Hickey. Hickey off the ground. Now finds a man in Reed, who got it forward, then went back, copped a little bit of a don't argue action from the half-back man, and he sent it forward to the wing. That half-back, of course, was Crennan. Crennan now, free kick's been pulled out. It'll go to the Lions, form of Shaw.
So as you said, Tubes, we've got some smaller players, some younger players here by the Lions, but so far they're really standing up, and it's really going to be over to those team leaders, I think, of the Huonville Lions to just be there in the packs and do all the grunt stuff during this match.
Well, here's McQueen again. He copped a little push in the back there, and the umpire says to him, go around, thanks. They need to send it inside forward 50. Here's a chance. He kicks it towards Richards. Chopping it off, though, is the big fella, Howlett. Howlett got his handball away just, and a spinning kick will find a teammate there as he's dropped it, though. Phillips, I think it was, that got the kick away. Now handball off to Burgess. Burgess has a running man, then just ducks back inside to the corridor, sends it down towards Matcham. He can't quite get a hold of the footy, so the kick is cleared now for the Lions. Oh, flew high, did Richards, but he just left it behind for Oates.
They seem to have about 4 or 5 really tall players, just a little bit shorter than the big Brownie himself, who's probably the biggest man out there. This is going to be a very, very tough day at the office for Huonville, but they're standing up at the moment. It's Glenorchy 1-2-8, Huonville 1-6.
Sure is. So out the ball comes now. Good mark taken down there by Hickey. Hickey played on quickly and got his kick away. And a good mark taken nicely there by Stanway. Stanway plays on, has a bounce if you don't mind. Oh, then left a footy behind. It's picked up by Webster. He got it away. Now they've got some real space here. Salter sends it forward. Matcham's down there, has Rawnsley to beat. Rawnsley does really well, got his handball up now. Only as far as Burgess, but the defensive work from the Lions has been huge. Slipping over there was backline Billy, but again, the Lions just playing in that defensive sweeper role. Here's a chance, though, for the Pies as they move it forward. Oh, that's a good effort there by Narracott. Umpires pulled out a free kick for something. I missed the call. Not sure what it was for, but Oates will go back and have a shot on goal. Maybe a tackle without the footy. Anyway, Oates coming in now, sending it long. Big fly over the back. Nice defensive punch by the Lions. They just need to clear the footy. Williams is down there. Got it out the back. Good effort there by the Pies just to drive the ball forward. Diving on it was Burgess, and we will see a ball up.
Oh, and everybody's up and about, including that mum just behind the goal there. Or it might be an auntie.
Could be anyone, couldn't it, Duff?
Very exciting here, Tubes.
Oh, Brown came through with a footy and copped one a little bit high. And I tell you what, they're reaching real high if they're tackling Luke Brown high.
Yeah. Now, he is the right age, isn't he?
He is. There he goes, and he makes no mistake. Luke Brown kicks his first and extends that Glenorchy lead out to 8 points.
And, of course, he's the right age. I think he's 14, like the majority of the boys are out there, but he's probably got the body size of, what, a 15, 16-year-old at least, wouldn't he, Tubes?
He's massive. I stood out there with him a little bit earlier, and he is a big unit. There we go. The team manager down there.
Just looking a little bit more calm now after that second goal by Brown.
I think that's Kelly Males down there, Duff. Hello, Kelly. We're watching you. Back in the middle. Brown in the ruck. Wins it down. Back towards Males. Males sends the ball forward, but the bouncing ball, just eludes, unfortunately, Jakey Dyrene down there. And they go forward again here, the Pies. Rolling ball out the back. Handballed up nicely from Ford Wolf. Just playing a bit of tunnel ball, then a tunnel man was Brandon Oates. Out the top now for Salter, who's had a lot of it early, but a good mark taken by Cody Rawnsley.
Who's got number 97 on the back there.
Yeah, just a real heavy number, Duff. And now pace shown by Johnny Thorpe. He got it off towards his mate there in Hickey. Hickey looks up with a big long roost, but there's no one home here for the Lions. They need a good bounce. Now a chance over the back here for Jack McQueen.
Oh,
he runs on. He's
pace.
got real pace, Duff. Here he goes, rolling forward. Just tripped over, nothing there. got taken out and he's hurt himself. Over the back, here's a chance there for Jackie Howlett. They just need to keep it going forward here, the Lions. He's trying to scrap away down there, Stanway. Here's a chance now as it goes up high, but there's 3 pies there just punching away, and look who it is. Luke Brown just clearing the footy now, and a good mark taken by Males.
Yeah, great play there by the Pies. Just need a little bit more forward pressure, don't we? Because we're just having a few issues with our audio, ladies and gentlemen. We're just sorting ourselves out. We'll fix that, Tubes. Quarter time as Glenorchy going forward again. Oh, it's a 1-on-3 situation.
It is.
Just needs to pick it up here, the Huonville Lions player. Oh, it's come out to Glenorchy, Tubes.
Burgess will run in, he'll have a bounce. He's a natural right footer, so he's going to go on his left. That's a good left foot shoot. And Burgess kicks his first of the day, and what a great team goal there from Glenorchy. They moved it all the way from the back pocket there with Brown up to Males, and it ended up with Burgess. And have a look at the pace shown here by Burgess. What do you think of that, Duff?
Yeah, it was a great pick-up. He saw that nobody was in front of him. He thought, I can just take a bounce here and get out onto the left side, which is probably his most preferred foot. He's done a great job there, taking advantage of the situation, and, well, you look down at the scoreboard, and it's 14 points already to the Glenorchy Magpies.
Yep. So, on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, Glenorchy 3-2-20 lead the Lions 1-6. Out it comes again. Quick kick forward nicely by Turner. Turner goes down towards Burgess again. He's trying to get a hold of it. Maybe a free kick going to Ronsley, and he'll get it. He's a jet.
We saw him out of KG5 about 6 weeks ago, and he's probably their best player, and he is a jet. He's a fantastic footballer, Tubes.
Males now. He's a good user of the footy as he punches it forward, but he's defended nicely down there by Ronsley, and we'll see a boundary throw in.
I think they need to do something to stop the ball coming out of the middle. It's coming out too easily. You don't want to be negative, but you'd expect Brown's going to win the tap. So I think you need to man up on the Rovers and the Ruck Rovers in the centre.
Quick kick, that's dangerous though, because standing there, nice mark taken, they'll pay it. So Salter will go back from right in front, he'll kick from about 35, 40 metres, Duff.
Do you think he took that mark just over after the siren?
I'm not sure, as the ground announcer's got no idea that the game's still going on. Here he comes, Salter, sending it long. It will not score. I'd have gone through for a behind, so it will register a behind there. So Glenorchy 3-3-21 lead Huonville 1-6. So they really came out of the blocks there, Duff.
They did. And
now lead by 15 points here at quarter time. Goal kickers for Glenorchy, Cade Burgess. Backline Billy Phillips has one, and Luke Brown with one, and Jack McQueen with one from just inside 50, Duff. Kicked it an absolute country mile.
There were some great goals there.
I think you're right, though. They need to just rove that ball off
they have
Luke
to.
Brown.
They have to, because he's going to win most of the taps. The ball's not being bounced, it's being thrown straight up. It's going to be pretty predictable. He's got, I don't know, probably 2-foot advantage on his opposing ruckman.
Well, he's a big
lad.
Yeah, he certainly is.
All right, we might take
we're on the camera here, Duff, so hello to those folks out there on the live stream and everybody watching back at home. But we might take a quick break here at quarter time. Repeating, it is Glenorchy by 15 points in the U14C STJFL Grand Final, brought to you by Cripps, the Master Baker, Jackson Motor Company and Bennett's Petroleum.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat, milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries. With time comes quality. At Cripps, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed. 140 years on, the journey's only just beginning. Cripps, baking for Tasmanians since 1878.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
There's a sound. It's the sound of new beginnings, the heartbeat of change. To some, it's a loud voice. To others, it gently whispers. You'll know that sound when you hear it. Listen. Start your search.
Second quarter about to get underway here, folks, as Duff opens up the rice crackers here in the commentary box. Hopping into them there. I'm sure that Coach Blight had a fair bit to say to his boys there at quarter time. It was a great start from the Huonville Lions, but just a little bit outplayed in that second half of the first term. So back in the middle, that was a good read there, but he just missed the footy, unfortunately, by Richards. Out it comes again now. The Pies go forward. Rolling ball over the back. Here's a chance out the back here for Thorpe just to clear the area. Dribbles it. That's a clever kick because he knows he's going to run onto it here. Oh, pace shown by Thorpe. How about that, Duff?
Oh, just, you could see him setting that up, couldn't you? He's a he's known for his pace. Wins all the 100-metre sprints at school, no doubt about that. That was a great run off the half-back line, just as Glenorchy had taken it forward early in the first quarter here.
We'll go and have a look at that run out of the half-back line because it was fantastic as the ball came forward. But here it was. Let's have a look at this. Just clever footy smarts just here.
Yeah.
Dribbled it forward. That was on purpose.
It was like rugby, wasn't it?
It was really on purpose. And look at that. Just real pace as the game goes on here. Brown's going to take it from half-back, sending it long up the wing. But it'll be marked down there by Thorpe. Oh, he left it behind there. Spent it before he got it, as they say, Duff. And we will see a ball up at half forward for the Pies.
Well, no doubt that Thorpe's back there, Tubes, because we know that he can run. And that's the only way they're going to win this game, is to get some run off of the half-back line.
Yep, absolutely. I like the move of Rawnsley into the middle too, as it comes forward for the Pies. He's tackled without it down there, Cody Rawnsley. Bouncing ball. It'll be Doreen that'll get there first. Oh, the ball just rolled away from him and nicely thrown up. Oh no, pushing the back here for the player from the Lions. Big long kick. Bouncing over the back. Oh, just again running over the footy. Webster picks it up. Handballs over the top to a running man in Turner. They call him Critter, Duff. Critter Turner. Here's a chance. That's clever stuff from the defensive work down there by the Lions. Now, time and space out here. It's going to be Burgess that gets on the end of that one. Out it comes now for backline Billy as he dribbles it forward again. Billy Phillips. It goes through for a behind. So Glenorchy 3-5-23 lead the Lions 1-6. Rawnsley sending it out wide. Finds Richards at half-back. I don't mind this. He's got a man out short. Oh, decides to sell a bit of candy. And then goes again and has a bounce here, Richards. Oh, third bit of candy. Geez, a candy store there, Richards. Then handballs to himself. Then tried to get away with it. And that was a great tackle. Gee, let's take a look at that again.
It was good umpiring by umpire Cranfield, I think it is out there today. Gave him the opportunity ran his full distance. I like that umpiring when they do that, Tubes.
How about the
but
tackle?
That was the correct call. It was holding the ball in the end.
Yeah, the tackle from Critter Turner out there. There goes Rawnsley with his little spin out of trouble. Out it comes now for Salter. Salter throws it on the boot. Bouncing ball up inside forward 50. It comes to the top of the square, but the Rawnsley line there, I think it was, will clear the footy.
There's no doubt that Coach Logan Bly has he's got his jets coming off the half-back line and down the full-back line, his runners. They just need to try and break the line here, don't they, when they bring it out of the half-back line.
There's a good mark to Brandon Oates at half forward, and he'll go back and have a shot from 35 out. He thinks he's a little too far out to score, so just pop it up to the top of the square. He's got the breeze behind him. It won't make the journey. Big fly there from Wakefield. He can't take the mark. Handball over the head there. Quick clearing kick from the lines. Richards runs hard at the footy and then gets tackled without it, so he will play on here. No, the umpire says no, bring it back, thanks. 3 minutes 30 gone in the second term. It's Glenorchy 3-5-23, leading the lines at 1-6. I really like Richards for Huonville. Rawnsley down back, and of course Johnny Thorpe, who was doing the running. But you're right, they're trying to break that half back line, aren't they? Good little burner out, finds his man in Doreen. It's a good kick from Richards.
They're definitely more up and about than what they were when we saw them play, these two teams, about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and I think it was about 80 points to Glenorchy that day.
Yep. Now here's Crennan. Tackle without the footy there, so Crennan will get the free kick. Crenno sends it long. Oh, just got his fist on the footy down there, did the captain Oates. Out it comes to Salter. Salter off to Brown. Brown from a tough angle, sends it long, bouncing ball backline. Billy off the ground. There he goes. Billy Phillips kicks his second goal. His first of the term, the first goal of this term, and it was just beautiful roving from backline Billy, and he's playing off a half backline, Duff.
Is he?
Yeah,
I think you're right. He's running back towards the centre of the oval here. The ball came down, and he just snuck out the back, didn't he? It was an easy go in the end.
And put backline Billy in the middle.
Looks like backline Billy is playing on the ball today.
Billy Phillips, BLB. What a great nickname. The bulb. So back in the middle here. Brown in the ruck. And it's one down nicely there by the ruckman for Huonville and Sam Willing. Billy goes forward again. Finds his man in Blythe. Blythe goes down towards the captain Oates. Oates sending it inside forward 50. And a good grab taken there by big roller there. Who's on Billy Phillips stuff?
He brings his own footy, doesn't he? I was going to say, if he kicks this one, he'll be putting his hand up for the BOG.
He would have been. Well, he's kicked 2 already. And backline Billy, who's playing in the middle. Explain that one to me.
Maybe he started off down back early in his footy career, but obviously with that amount of talent, Tubes, you want to put all your guns on the ball. And that's what they've done out at Glenorchy.
Oh, that was a big fly from the captain Oates, who can't quite get a hold of the footy, but he goes back in, burrows through, almost a high tackle. Out it comes, a quick kick forward there by, I think that was Lukey Matcham. And it goes out of bounds. We'll see a boundary throw in as the girls start to arrive for their grand final stuff. Big game of footy coming up next.
And who would have thought going back 3 or 4 years ago we'd be saying we've got 3 female grand finals coming up in a row here on STJFL Grand Final Day. It's absolutely marvellous. Now
it's tremendous.
Here's a turnover here. This is killing Huonville at the moment. It's just too easy, Tubes.
Yep, too easy for Burgess, who is a magnificent user of the footy. He's got his second, Cade Burgess. And Glenorchy are starting to run away with this game. Now the margin's out to 30 points. That kick there, Duff, is the one. He didn't look. He didn't look up, and he drilled it into the middle of the corridor at half forward, and Burjo just comes in and goes bang, sends it home, a little wet sail, and unfortunately, slowly just getting out of the reaches of the Huonville Lions.
Well, this will really test their mental ability to withstand the pressure and to try and stand up. As a huge tap out of the ruck there by Brown.
Burgess there just does what he wants with Richards, pushes him away from the footy. A big fly, and big Critter Turner will go back and have a shot from about 30 out, Duff.
Like we said before, they've got about 5 or 6 boys around this size, haven't they? They've got Brown, and then there's the second tier.
Yep.
Of huge, huge boys.
Turner's one of them. He comes in and sends it home. So Ty Turner kicks his first of the game. And now the margin 36 points. Glenorchy 7-6 42. Is that right?
No, 6-6s have
6-6.
always been
No,
42
sorry, my bad.
in footy. Tubes. It doesn't change.
6.
A lot of things in
6,
Aussie rules
yeah.
does change,
Sorry.
but not the scoring. No, I'm only
6-7
only
42 to 1-zip 6 on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. 8 minutes gone in the second term.
What do you do if
Look,
you're Huonville? It's a tough one, isn't
I
it?
don't think there's much they can do because, as you said, they've got Brandon Oates, Jai Wakefield, Ty Turner, Jackie Howlett, and even Jack Miles is a big body too, running around out there. Just these bigger bodies for Glenorchy are just too good as Blythe goes forward again. Good defensive work. Here's Jack Miles over the back. He'll tap it to himself and wait for the bounce up. Oh, tough angle here. Does he slip it in? No, it hits the post.
He's probably not one of the bigger boys for them. He's a mid-sized player. But
That's right.
He's probably just about the classiest player out there on the field, you know, Tubes. So I've watched him grow up over the years, and he's a really, really talented footballer as Miles, but he was just offline that time.
Well, it's a tough angle, Duff. It's hard to be online when you've only got a centimetre to kick it to, isn't it? As we go forward now. He's a good user of the footy, though. We watched him earlier in the year, and he's almost elite with his foot. You know, he's a good user of the footy. Kicked a ripper goal out there at KG5. Brown again, just doing what he likes with the palm down. Hickey kicking the ball forward. Chance for Huonville as they go forward, but it's chopped off nicely there by Declan Modric.
Great tackle.
Yep.
Great tackle not to ride him into the ground there. They've got some talented players out there, Tubes. This Huonville team, they've made the grand final. They've got a younger, smaller side. But I'll tell you what, hats off to them. You know, I don't think they're going to get up in this game today.
No.
I'd almost called it now. But they're showing a lot of spirit, and let's just hope that they can get a few goals on the board.
Jackie Grace with the handball off as the long kick comes up to centre wing here in front of the Peter Sharp Tower. Here's Thorpe with pace. Just kicked it across the face of goal there, and no one's there except for Burjo. Burjo's got on a string. Great effort to follow up there by Thorpe and put a bit of pressure on. He's hurt himself as he dove for that tackle, and a free kick will go the way of Jakey Dyrene here.
Little Jakey Dyrene, look at him. I'm guessing he's probably 12 or 13, one of the smaller players, putting his body over the ball there, Tubes.
Yep,
I love what we like to see. Well done.
Oh, brilliant work down there from Oates. There goes Critter. He got his handball away, Ty Turner. Thorpe got a kick away just. Richards now with some time. He kicks it into the middle of the ground. It's chopped off though here by Dobbo.
Dobbo.
Yeah, Dobson. And 52. Oh, across the mark.
That's going to hurt them, isn't it? Well, young Dobbo is going to come down and kick this from about 35 out. He's probably right on his limit, Tubes. But wouldn't he love to get his name in the paper here? What do you think, Tubes? Do you think he's a chance?
Well, Dobbo's a beautiful kick of the footy.
He might pass it off, I think. He's a very team-orientated player. He's just looking around, but now he's sort of sensing he might be half a chance here.
Is it another 50-metre penalty? Oh, the runner's inside the 50, Duff. So, gee, that's a tough one.
I don't know if I agree with that rule, but the rules are the rules, and the umpires can only go by the book. So young Dobbo's going to get his name in the paper here.
Yep.
By default.
Jakey Dobson kicks a beauty. So it is another goal, the fourth goal of this term in the quarter there, Duff, for the Pies. And they extend their lead out even further now, 43 points.
There's a man I went to school with, the runner there for Glenorchy, Linton Burgess.
Oh, yeah. He's young blokes out there.
Yep, he is. And
Kate.
Lovely guy, Linton. I've seen him a couple of times at the footy this year, and he's come up and said, "G'day, Duff, how you been?"
Looks
it's
like
just really nice to see him. And
looks like he could still play, Duff.
oh, look, I think he's about 2 years younger than me. He is as fit as a fiddle.
Well done.
Unlike you and I.
No, well, I've got a bit of weight to lose, but it's all right. I've put on some fat bats to keep me warm through the winter.
You're hanging around me too much, calling the footy Tubes, sitting on your bum.
Yeah,
Brown wins another one.
He's doing really well, isn't he? And they keep pressuring, though, the Lions. They won't give up. Crennan now chipping over the top into the path of Burjo. Burjo's got 3 or 4 lines around him, though. That's a clever kick out wide as it bounces up for the Lions nicely. Oh, spun into trouble there, did Hendricks. He got his handball away just. Crennan will chop it off. Over the top it goes. Here's a chance for Burgess. Oh, he sits on his head. A little falcon for him if he doesn't mind. Here he goes. He just shrugs off his teammate there. Handball's over the top. Here's a chance now for that man in Wakefield, chipping into the middle, but it's chopped off again by Dyrene, who's been one of the best so far in this game for the Lions.
And we won't go on about it too much, but that was all just body strength, wasn't it?
Yep.
Huonville had the chance to bring it away, and they couldn't quite, and then Glenorchy got it forward, as there's a great mark by the Huonville Lions.
Yeah, that was a good contested grab out there for Jakey Dyrene. No, beg your pardon, it's Braden Shaw. Shaw with strength. Excellent. And the ball's coming in again as it's just tapped across the line, is it?
I think that's a goal. It is.
Gee.
Wow. Who kicked that one?
I think that was the captain, Brandon Oates, from deep.
We just missed that.
We missed that on the replay from the. Apologies, folks, but that's no problem. It's gone through for a goal. I think it might have been Ty Turner. It was. They're all giving Ty a high five, so Ty Turner it was. It'll be his second of the quarter for Critter. And we'll see it back in the middle here. 14 minutes gone in the second term. There's Critter again as he bangs it inside forward 50. Leading the race down there. Nicely worked again by Jake Dyrene. Big fly from Brown, and he'll take the mark. Could have a shot from here. He's that big a boot.
Oh, settle down, Tubes.
And it goes.
He's a nice kick, though. Oh, he's got a player out loose here, and they're building again the Pies.
Matcham sends it long, sends it home. Lukey Matcham. And it's raining goals here at North Hobart Oval. Glenorchy with their 9th. Extend their lead even further. That is Luke Matcham's first goal.
Oh, wonderful build-up. Another very talented player. Very similar to Miles, isn't he? Just very balanced.
How about that finish?
Lovely finish. So it's blown out here, 9-7-61. The Huonville Lions won straight 6 after they kicked the first goal of the match, Tubes.
Yep.
Like we said, we just hope that they can continue to play the game out as that's half-time.
Not sure that Brown really needed to spike that ball up to the half-forward line, but good job from Brown and co in the first half. They will take a 55-point lead into the halftime break. 9-7-61 leading the Lions 1-6. The goal scorers, we've got 2 for Cade Burgess, 2 for backline Billy Phillips, 2 for Ty Critter Turner, and then singles to Dobbo, Jake Dobson, Luke Matcham and Luke Brown. How can the Lions take anything away from this one, Duff? I mean, they've got a fair bit of work to do in the second half. There's still a lot of footy to be played, but can they come out and do something in the second half?
Well, like we've been saying, Chiefs, we just hope they can start to man up in the middle, because I think that's where they're getting killed at the moment.
Yep.
Brown's just winning all the taps and he's getting it straight down to the rover. And their centre clearances at the moment, they're probably going at about 90%, I think, at the moment. So that's the first area that I'd fix. I'd probably put some of their halfback players on the ball.
Yep.
I would. I just put them right in there. I think put maybe your runners. We need some run out of the middle, because it's just going down back, and there's only so many times that Huonville can run the ball out.
Well,
it's a pretty simple game sometimes, footy, Tubes. You've got to make the big call, and that's what I'd be doing if I was Logan Blight.
Well, you're right. You're either going to get beaten by 55 points at half-time or take it on and put those guys into the middle. So it'll be a very interesting half coming up here on Duff TV. Thanks to Cripps the Master Baker, baking great bread since 1878, Jackson Motor Company, and, of course, Bennett's Petroleum Mood Food. We'll be right back in just a few moments here. Stick around on Duff TV.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat, milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries. With time comes quality. At Cripps, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you, right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed. 140 years on, the journey's only just beginning. Cripps, baking for Tasmanians since 1878.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
There's a sound. It's the sound of new beginnings, the heartbeat of change. To some, it's a loud voice. To others, it gently whispers. You'll know that sound when you hear it. Listen. Start your search.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat, milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries. With time comes quality. At Cripps, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you, right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed. 140 years on, the journey's only just beginning. Cripps, baking for Tasmanians since 1878.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
There's a sound. It's the sound of new beginnings, the heartbeat of change. To some, it's a loud voice. To others, it gently whispers. You'll know that sound when you hear it. Listen. Start your search.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat, milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries. With time comes quality. At Cripps, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you, right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed. 140 years on, the journey's only just beginning. Cripps, baking for Tasmanians since 1878.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
There's a sound. It's the sound of new beginnings. The heartbeat of change. To some, it's a loud voice. To others, it gently whispers. You'll know that sound when you hear it.
Well, welcome back, Tubes. Very short break there, half time.
Yeah, it wasn't
went for
long.
about 10 minutes. I think the boys are really keen to get back involved in the big match. And what was great is the Huonville boys came running out on the ground.
Yep, straight out into it, weren't
I'm
they?
sure Logan was really positive with them at half time. You'd be still trying to take the game on and just, you know, try and get back into it. It's going to be a pretty hard task, but...
Looks like he's shifted a few players around too, Duff, but...
Has he?
I don't think he's taken our advice and put... So I'd like to see Cody Ronsley, Johnny Thorpe and Jackson Richards in the middle.
Yeah.
Richards has moved down back. Looks like Ronsley's down there too. Maybe he's up forward now. Can't see Cody Ronsley out there at the moment. I know they're taking him down there, no. Not sure. Umpire's just waiting for...
What are we waiting for?
Not sure.
Oh,
The umpire's just
getting his bearings here, umpire Cranfield.
Yep.
It is umpire Cranfield, is it?
It is. By the looks of it.
He's a very fit
Shane
man
Cranfield.
anyway.
Yep. So back
we
in the
go.
middle. Rove down nicely there by Mayles. Came through hard though, beautifully, Travis Hickey. Mayles gets a hold of it again, then gets wrapped up in a beautiful tackle. Umpire says holding the ball. No, he'll say give it to me. I'll ball it up. Thanks, fellas.
Oh, very lucky there was Mayles. He did take the game on. Benefit of the doubt there.
Big fist forward by Brown. Now running onto it. That looks like Matcham. Picked up, drilled forward, and backline Billy with extremely good hands. Sends it down towards Burgess. Burgess just laid a little egg there. Now getting it away. The Lions go forward again. Oh, Webster.
Did the right thing there, the Huonville Lions. Tried to take the game on. The kick wasn't quite accurate enough. And now it's going to be Mayles sending them back forward.
But
And it's been
Richards
trapped out.
chops it off nicely. Handballs out to a running Johnny Thorpe, and watch him go.
Don't we love this boy?
We do, but guess who's down there? Jack Grace. Nothing gets past Jackie Grace.
Yeah. He's a very, very strong player. Here they go. Don't they build and use the ball beautifully, Glenorchy? Is this Matcham, is it? No.
I think that's backline Billy again.
Backline Billy.
Oh, no, here's backline Billy with the sleeves off and runs in and sends it home for his third goal. Potentially to get across the line there. No touch. Umpire says a goal.
That's a goal, Tubes.
Well, backline Billy so far has kicked a goal in every quarter. That means he's got 3. How about this? Great hands, extremely good hands. And out he comes, backline Billy, and kicks his 3rd goal thanks to Mood Food and Jackson Motor Company. He's on the board. 10-7, 67 to 1. Zip 6.
And we need to mention as well that the Huonville Lions are sponsored by the Footy Club. They're one of the sponsors here today. And of course, Glenorchy have got their sponsor today. It's Fall Real Estate. So thanks to those great contributors of the junior footy today.
Great smother there by that man in Burgess, who sends it long down inside forward 50. Males works his way to the back of the pack and gets a handball away to Tobias Godfrey. A quick kick off the ground though. A beautiful goal. I think that's Matcham down there. Magnificent stuff. We'll see it here on the replay. The ball came in nice and quick from Burgess. It's actually Jordan Blythe that kicks the goal, I think. Set up into his arms and just quick thinking, knew where the goals were, duff and bang, goal.
Opportunistic goal there, Tubes. And they've kicked a couple of quick ones in this 3rd quarter. It's a long way home now for the Huonville Lions, but they'll run this out. They're a very proud club. They got their senior team into the SFL Grand Final yesterday.
They certainly did, Duffers. I think we can see a few of the boys in the grandstand there from Huonville. Webster comes out with it. Quick kick around the corner. Flying high. Males just bounced off him. Out it comes here. Trying hard on his hands and knees is Doreen. It comes up though. Out a quick little handball. Here's a chance for Matcham. Drives it forward. Males now from a tough angle. All Candy sold, but a great defensive effort down there by the Lions, and Lockie Bond will clear.
Yeah, just a great pass there by Bond. This comes straight off the chest and holding the ball against him.
Yep. Good work by Thorpe to back up after he dropped the mark.
Just being a little bit pretty there earlier on though, young Males. We know he's a classy player, just needs to get the job done there, down there in front of goals there, Tubes.
Mark taken by Shaw. Shaw back in towards his man in Hickey. Hickey through the corridor, sends it long, but it's all Glenorchy. Howlett sends a worm burner. Out it comes here. Nice pace shown by the Pies out towards Webster. Webster back inside onto that left foot. Gee, that's a good, clever kick because he had Billy Phillips down there. Billy from the pocket, sending it up high, but a mark taken nicely down there by Godfrey.
I love the body language of the Huonville Lions. I mean, they're getting absolutely pumped in this grand final, but they're not giving up.
No.
They're just still going from contest to contest and taking the game on. It's fantastic, Tubes.
Sure is. Now it's a foot race. Crennan versus that man in Willing, and a little push and shove there. I don't like that much.
No, we don't like to see that. We like to see the boys just playing the footy.
Just play the ball, fellas.
Tell you what, Tube's getting a bit cold here. It's getting a bit overcast. I reckon we've got some rain on the way.
Yep, I put the jacket on too, so it must be cold when I've got a jacket on. And the ball came just through the hands of a man down there. Billy Phillips got it up to Webster. Webster is going to want his left. He does go back inside. Males now with 2 to beat. Did really well for a contest. Out it comes. Here's a chance around the corner for Blythe. Oh, into the post.
Gee, they look dangerous when they're around the goals. Here's a great run by, who we got there, Tubes? Who was that bringing the ball out there?
I think that might have been Travis Hickey.
Can they get the ball down forward and get a goal, the Lions? They kicked the first one of the match.
There's a card here.
I think we've got,
this is against
Brown, is it?
Can we go back and have a look at that? It was after the ball.
I think the camera might have just swung away there, Tubes. Oh, it looked a bit late.
Yeah, it was very late. Bit dirty there from Brown.
Don't like to see that.
No. Anyway.
I'm sure his brother will be straight onto the text saying, hey, son, enough of that.
So he's
good day to Ben if he's watching this too, Tubes.
He's off for 15 minutes there, Lukey Brown. Hello to you, Ben, if you are watching. Quick kick out of the defensive structures here by the Pies. Webster's going to have some space here. He just needs to collect the footy. He's got a man, Thorpe, hot on his hammer. He got his handball away. Then great work by Thorpe. Here's a chance for them to get another goal. Oates has a chance there as he dives on the footy. Umpire says play on. Umpire's called a free kick for too high. And there's a man down behind play in Jakey Dyrene.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened on the outer side there. We've got an injury over on the far wing there. So we can see him in the background there. He's just getting up, Troops. Oh, no, he's not. He's still down. As play goes on in front of us.
Yep, Webster with the fist. Out it comes towards Bly. Trying to run it at Lockie Bond. He can't quite get a hold of it. The pressure's just been immense. Big tackle laid on Bly. Out it comes here for Crennan. Crennan sends it long. Big punch away by Rawnsley. Gee, he's good, isn't he?
He's a great player, Tubes.
As is this little fella down there, Isaac Narracott. He just keeps going and going. Billy Phillips gets it forward towards Males. Males came in and rode the bump beautifully. Out it comes here for little our man down there in Jakey Dobson. Quick touch over the top for Males. Males is going to sneak onto this one. Great defensive work by the Huonville Lions, and they will clear the footy now through the little man, Jakey Dyreen.
Class all the way with a big capital C there. This is great by the Lions. I keep repeating myself, Choose, but just the way they're taking the game on. Look at this.
And the crowd comes into it too. There he goes, Thorpe, but just bounced it and left it behind.
Let's have a replay there, G-Funk. That was a great bit of footy. Oh, just their attitude. I'm just loving it. I mean, it's 68 points on the board. They're not going to win this, but they're just taking it on. They're just having a great time.
Brilliant stuff there by Thorpe.
Didn't quite come off for him there.
Good kick around the corner. Out it comes now for the Lions. The Pies, though, take it away. And he'll have it free kick and 52. So Shaw, wow, the crowd really come into it, Duff.
Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it? A lot of atmosphere here. I mean, this is the great thing about this old ground. We've got probably 500 or 600 people here, and it's like the MCG.
That 50 was there.
Yep.
Geordie Blythe there just infringing. So, gee, that's a long 50. Anyway, it'll be Braden Shaw from about, he'll kick from about 25 metres here. It's a question of accuracy, not distance.
He'll kick this, Tubes. Oh, not much of a run up, but it's good enough. Oh, it's hit the post. He just needed to take a longer run up there, I think.
He did. So, Danny just calls it as it is.
Disappointing.
He had plenty of time.
They really deserve a second goal.
Oh, good mark taken by Hickey. Hickey's got Ood Vincent down there in the pocket.
Good size about him, young
McQueen.
Hickey. He's got the Mickey Pauls about himself, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's got the big body, big strong in the core.
He's just one wheelie bin, not two, like Mickey Paul. Mickey Paul's two wheelie bins. Quick kick in. Here's a chance that the Breeze just takes it across the face of goal and it goes through for a behind.
It's a great start to the day here. Got 3 more games coming your way on Duff TV.
Yes. Good fly, nice mark taken by Rawnsley. Handballs off quickly. Hickey now from a tough spot out, finds McQueen. That's good. That's good.
Did he mean that? Was that a pass?
Yeah, I'm sure if we can go back and have a look in the replay in a sec, we'll see that he did lower the eyes there. That's actually a kick to a man in advantage. So, and McQueen's a beautiful kick of the footy. We saw him kick one from just inside 50 in the first term. So this one for McQueen comes in. It's really close to the man on the mark and sends it home.
Wonderful. Well-deserved. Huonville Lions have worked manfully in the last 2 quarters, as it's been an avalanche going the other way against them, but I just love their attitude, Tubes.
I'm going to make a call here, Duff. We know we've spoken about how young this Huonville side is. If they can stick together, work on their skills and their one touch, they will be a force to be reckoned with, because they'll stay. Most of these kids will stay in the under-14s next year.
Is that right?
Yep. So they will be a very class act leading into the future if they can stick together. Big punch away nicely by Big Sam Welling.
And look what's happened since Brown's gone off the ground.
Yep.
It's amazing, isn't it? They're winning it out of the middle now. Incredible.
Punch away by Critter Turner. Now over the back, Kelly Lennox. He ran over the footy. Critter goes back in and gets a great tackle there. But the umpire says that no prior opportunity. That was good from McQueen.
Yeah, and the umpire's having a great game too, Tubes.
Oh,
I don't think I can remember a bad call. Very experienced umpire out there, and umpire Cranfield, one of the better ones in the STJFL, along with our mate, umpire Hollywood.
Hollywood's out there, isn't he? Howlett from the back pocket out towards Rawnsley. Rawnsley now, he's spinning out of trouble on that non-preferred. Sends it up towards his man down there in the little fella, Shaw.
I've been impressed with Shaw today.
Oh, courageous.
That's
courage.
almost 50, you know.
Courage from Curtis Reed. Let's take another look at that. That is what grand finals are won and lost on, that sort of effort there. I mean,
he was going the ball. He was trying to knock it out.
Yep.
And got him in the back there. Just need to be careful of that one. And of course, replays thanks to Mood Food, as the Lions would love a third goal.
Oh, chance here for them. They've got runners down low. They just raffle it here. Out he comes, shrugging the tackle. There was Hendricks. Hendricks around the corner. Oh, bends it and behind.
So 11:08:74. The Huonville Lions 2-3-15. We've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
Out he comes there. Jack Grace finds his captain. You know, it's goes up towards Matcham, slips through his fingertips. Webster's down there too. Quick kick off the around there by Matcham. Nicely picked up by Richards. Richards got the kick forward. Big fly over here. Bouncing ball. Males will be the first one to it. It's picked up there by Hendricks, who gets tackled hard. And we will see a ball up.
Yeah, we've got young Hendricks, who's his little mate there. Number 80 is a little fella there for...
Oh, Blake Hosking, yeah.
Yeah. They've got some younger players. You know, I think you're right, Tubes.
The umpires.
What's happened there?
Chuckled there. It was a shocking ball up. He says, I'll do it again, thanks, boys. Big punch away. Out it comes. Here's a chance for Thorpe. He's running with pace. Scooping the ball down there is Critter, Turner. Just trying to get it away here. Turner with strength. Look at him go. He's just so tough.
Yeah, he's really stepped up since Brown's gone off the ground. So the call came out and said, Turner, you need to step up right now, and he has, Tubes.
Billy Phillips got it forward. Burgess on Richards. Richards keeps his feet, then just falls over, then kept going. Oh, you've got Burgess on your hammer there, though, man. As he got it away, Ty Turner here. He's going to look inboard. He tried to handball off to Oates. Couldn't quite get it away. Big tackle laid by Webster. It'll be a free kick going to Shaw. Shaw handballs off to his man in Hickey. Hickey going down towards McQueen, flying at the footy. That was a great effort. Good defensive work down there from Declan Morgigan. As the ball's going to be held up here and the umpire will ball it up.
It's been a good game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been very entertaining, that's for sure.
Been very entertaining. Some great goals by Glenorchy. As we keep saying, Huonville have kept at it. And this will be a day for all the boys to remember, playing at the home of footy in Tasmania, North Hobart Oval.
Lockie Bond got caught high there, so it'll go back to him. Free kick. He's saying, no, go back, boys, I'm having a shot. Bond kicks into Webster on the mark, then Webster just went back and got it. Quick kick away here. Rawnsley up against Burgess. Burgess just got the fist in there. Burgess gets a nice shepherd. He'll go on the left foot and kick forward again. Bouncing ball for Billy Phillips, got pushed in the back there. Clever little tap on from Dobson. Phillips got his handball away. Nice scooping there by Salter. Trying to just keep the ball moving forward. Richards has it now for the Lions and kicks it forward. Spinning out of trouble there, Webster. Desperate stuff from the defender. Bouncing ball over the top for Matcham. Oh, copped him a little bit high there. Umpires didn't see it. Caught him on the wrong side. Males just got his handball away to Dobson. Dobson off to Oates. Oates going towards Billy Phillips and a good mark. He'll play on really quickly. Here's a chance as they drive it inside forward 50, and that's how they'll get you the Pies.
Gee. Great build-up. Great call there, Tubes.
Wakefield will have a shot from goal. Of course, we must thank Fall Real Estate, who right on the siren here just snuck through for a behind, so it'll be 11:09:75 for Glenorchy, trailing the Lions with 2-3-15. A 60-point difference here at three-quarter time. Goal kickers for Glenorchy: 3 to Billy Phillips, 2 to Cade Burgess and Ty Critter Turner, then singles to Jordan Blythe, Jake Dobson, Luke Matcham and Luke Brown. And for Huonville, it was the 2 goals to Jack McQueen. Duff, the game is done, but I want to see the Huonville Lions with another quarter like that.
That was just...
90% of the game was played in the forward half for the Lions then.
Yeah, especially in the second half of that third quarter. Yeah, you just want to see them run it out with a lot of spirit. I think any time you come to the footy and you watch the side, if you walk away and they've lost, you think to yourself, how do they actually lose? And if they've lost by trying their best, that's all you can ask for, Tubes. They're a younger side, they're a smaller side, and so far for 3 quarters, they've shown a lot of spirit. I thought they were a little bit disappointing in that second quarter, but that third quarter was excellent.
As we see just running through the middle of the ground here, it is Big Mickey Paul, who is a champion from the Huonville area. He's coming over just to listen in and maybe give the boys a bit more, fewer little pointers. So you can see him just coming into the huddle there now. Good that the Huonville Lions, we can see a bit of a contingent from the Huonville Lions coming through at centre half forward there on to the right of your screen.
That's right.
I saw the coach, Nick Doyle coming through there as well. So good to see that the senior side is rallying around their junior footy clubs.
Wouldn't they be happy?
And there's some Glenorchy boys here as well. So that's terrific to see. All right, we'll take a quick break here at 3/4 time. It is Glenorchy by basically 10 goals.
59 points.
Yep. Right, we'll be right back in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat, milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries. With time comes quality. At Cripps, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you, right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed. 140 years on, the journey's only just beginning. Cripps, baking for Tasmanians since 1878.
So third quarter is done, fourth term about to get underway as we wait for all the spectators to get off the field. Umpire doing the right thing there. Can't have any accidents. All gates shut, all children off the ground. It is a 59-point margin. 60-point margin, 11-9-75, Huonville 2-3-15. So we'll just fix up our Jackson Motor Company scoreboard there. There's Jero, the man, behind the box. Rightio. Game underway. Fourth term. Big punch away. Nice work down there by the Lions just to get it forward. Oates will go back and get the footy for Glenorchy and a throw. So a free kick going the way of Hickey. Hickey's been good so far today. One of the best. Big kick forward. Oh, McQueen just ran through like a freight train and took out one of his teammates. Nice tackle laid down there. Umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. I think Willings battled manfully all day as he got the fist away. Smothered. Willing comes up with it right on cue. Play on was the call. Out it comes now. It's just scrappy stuff here inside forward 50. McQueen with a handball up nicely towards Hickey that got it forward. And look at this. Play on's the call and he'll go bang and he kicks a goal in the game final there. Curtis Reid, and shortens that margin back to 54 points. Well, he was right there. He's got three guys to say to him, play on, play on. Anthony Stanway was rushing around him and he loves it too. Curtis Reid is a goal kicker in a grand final. Isn't that wonderful to see? And the crowd loved it too. Brilliant stuff from Curtis Reid. Good effort down there by McQueen, who's been one of the best for Huonville today. Ruck contest in the middle, punched away nicely. Out it comes here. for Thorpe, who's got it on a string, literally. He just can't quite get his mitts on it. Nice handball off to a running mate in Hosking, who got it forward. Here's a chance for Reed again. Oh, he loves a goal. Let's see if he can get it again. He gets pushed away and it goes out of bounds. Looks back at the umpire and says, how about a free kick? I'm a goal kicker, mate. And the umpire says, no, we're going to ball it in, thanks. The umpire's just going to clear up some debris on the side of the ground. Oh, someone's lost their backpack. Interesting stuff there from the umpire. Just picking up a random stray backpack. Lucky we're not at an airport. Could be something else. Oates got it away. Quick kick. Nicely here finding Blythe. Blythe has runners here everywhere and he kicks it out to the armadillo in Jaden Ford-Wolf, who just needs to get a hold of it here. Good work there by Ford-Wolf. Oh, good tackle. Nicely out there by the Huonville defenders. Ball back into the middle. Running through with pace was Hickey. Has a bounce. Gets the kick forward. Now the numbers here with Huonville Lions. Oh, scooped it up nicely. Quick kick forward. Which way does it go? McQueen works hard to the front of the pack. Rove beautifully there by Shaw. Shaw has a bounce. 1-2. Runs inside forward 50. Dribbles and dribbles a goal. As the crowd really starts to come into it here. And the boys are fired up and ready to go. How about that effort from McQueen on Oates? And then the pace shown by Braden Shaw. He ran in and he dribbles it through. Jason Dunstall, the chief, will be fuming, but it went through for a goal. Margin back now to 48 points. Glenorchy 11-9-75. Lead Huonville 4-3-27. 3.5 minutes gone in the final term on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. Big punch away there by Glenorchy. Quick kick forward. Tackling hard there. Males there just taking Sam Willing for a piggyback. And we'll see a ball up just forward to centre for the Pies. Big punch away there by a big critter Turner. Out it comes here, and Rawnsley, he's going to run through. Oh, Burgess with the bodywork, magnificent. Out it comes though, it finds that man in Salter, who got it forward. Running ball here for the pacemaker in Thorpe. Can't quite get away. Willing's there now, diving, desperate stuff there by Burgess. Out it comes now, Thorpe with pace. Sends it forward. Which way does it go? Oh, good mark down there on the last line of defence. I think that's Riley Dare. I'm not sure. Apologies there. Now a chance from the running man in Critter. Look at him go, Ty Turner. He goes past three players, then plays on really quickly down forward. Oh, rolling over the back here. Bouncing ball for Huonville. Just need to clear it. Webster's going to be there. And it's marked, though, nicely by Dyrene. Dyrene turns around. Runs into a bit of trouble. Out on his haunches down there is Thorpe. Good effort by Richards. Out it pops here for Hosking. Hosking sends it over the top. The only player down there, though, is that man there in Salter. Salter kicks it out wide. Thorpe's going to be the first to it. He's quick. Has a bounce. One. Then sends a torpedo long down towards his man down there in Shaw. Bouncing ball inside forward 50 for Huonville. As the ball comes out here, and Grace just calm, cool and collected. Out it goes to Roller. That's Riley Dare. Handballed away there. Pies now through Burgess. Burgess with pace. Has a bounce. 2. He's got to look for his third. He decides against it and sends it long inside 450. Good effort down there by Modrin. Modrijan, I think. And it's touched, so play on. Rawnsley gets the handball off. Now the kick comes in, and here's Brown, who takes the mark at half forward. Webster's out wide. He goes in that direction. He's got so much time and space out here, Webster. Then sends it low in towards Billy Phillips. Oh, great effort down there by Isaac Narracott. Phillips comes in to kick his fourth, but it's just towards this side of the goals and goes through for a behind. Bouncing ball for Rawnsley. Webster again, got his handball away nicely. Phillips got it away again. Out it comes here for Rawnsley. Nice pick up there by Blythe. Blythe from a tough pocket does the team thing and punches it up to the top of the square, but it's fisted through from behind. Another one. Glenorchy now 11-12, 78, leading the Huonville Lions 4-3-27. High one there for Dyrene. Flew up, did Tobias Godfrey. Then he comes through. I think that's Wakefield. They've got it forward. Oh, good mark and great goal. Billy Phillips, wow. Well, Billy Phillips, a backline Billy, is playing in the forward line and he's kicked 4 goals. 1 in every quarter. How about that from Wakefield, just coming through with strength, through an absolute feast of lines. And then backline Billy, just with strength, kicks a goal. He's kicked 4 in a granny. Oh, feast of lines, pride of lines, whatever you want to call it. Who cares? Glenorchy 12-11-83, leading the Lions 4-3-27. 7.5 minutes to go gone in this final term. Males trying to get a kick off the ground. Good effort there from Hickey here that kicks it forward. Oh, doing well down there, the smaller man in Shaw couldn't quite get it off Burgess, and he runs away as he's done so often out towards Males. Rawnsley with a little bit of dust, and Martin don't argue. Quickly got it up forward, and a good mark taken there by Hickey, who's really stepped up in the second term. Nice long kick forward here. Glenorchy defence has not let off. There's the roller doing his biggest tackle, and he's caught him holding the footy, but maybe got him high. So this is McQueen. Let's have a look here what happened with roller. Just tackled him without the footy. So here comes McQueen with a magnificent roost through the middle. McQueen has kicked his third, and what an absolute rippy. Goodness me. What an absolute ripper. Can we get another look at that kick there, Jero? That was a beauty there from Jack McQueen. How about this? From a tough angle. That's the hardest pocket on North Hobart Oval to kick a goal from, and he's gone bang. Billy Phillips. Out now. Turner gets it. The old 1-2. Then goes back onto his favourite right boot. Touch ball play on. He was looking for his man down there, Wilbur Herbert. Out it comes now, and a quick spin around the corner as it bangs it into the point post. I reckon Billy Phillips is heading towards a best on ground here. It might have been Brown if he didn't get sent off, but Billy Phillips with 4 goals in a grand final. Brilliant stuff. Out it comes now. I think that's Jakey Dyrene. Sends it up. Hickey. Hickey into the middle, looking for Rawnsley. Rawnsley with elite strength and touch. Gets a nice one, then handballs off to a running Hickey. And he was on backline Billy there too. Out it comes now. There was Tennant that got it off. McQueen's trying hard. Oh, couldn't quite get it. There was Crennan. Now a chance for McQueen. They just need to be a bit cleaner with the footy here, these players. Oh, there's Burjo. Hands and knees, and umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up. So a 50-point margin here in the final term with about 5 minutes to go. Big fist there by Brown. Out it comes here. Can't quite get a hold of it. Huonville Lions with all the work to do here. Billy Phillips again around the corner. Good effort, a great contest. Out it comes for Blythe though. Kicked forward. He's been very good down there, Jakey Dyrene. Just got pushed off the footy with strength. Out it comes now to the captain, Oates. Oates spins around and sends it home, and that's absolutely, if it wasn't already done, the sealer. Brandon Oates kicks a ripper. And they are now back in charge by 57 points. 11 minutes gone in the fourth term. Let's get another look at that goal if we can. The ball came in very quickly, and poor old Jakey Dyrene just got boofed off the footy there by Modrijan, and out it comes for Oates that finished beautifully thanks to Mood Food for the replay. Huonville 5-3-33 trail. Glenorchy 13-12-90. Brown with another volleyball spike. Off though. Ode Vincent trying hard. He'll get a free kick here for contact over the top against Crennan. There's a good little spiral that came out from handballed off to a running Hickey who was just begging him for the footy. Out it comes, there he is. Riley Dare, the roller. Handball's off though. Out it comes to Crennan. Now here's a bit of an effort by Webster. Good effort there. Handballing over the top. Tapping away though was Connor Williams. Out it comes here for Tennant. Beg your pardon, Howlett. Good tackle there laid on Blythe, but Blythe kept his feet and kept running. Then kicks it inside forward 50, and there is the critter, Ty Turner. Dropped the mark. Play on was the call. Out it comes here now for Wilbur Herbert. Wilbur does well. Got his handball off to the critter. Critter Turner runs in and goes bang, and sends his third goal through the big sticks and extends their margin out to 63 points. I love that the Huonville Lions haven't given up here. They keep, and got a little handball there. That's your assist, Wilbur Herbert. Nice work, mate. So back in the middle. "13 minutes gone in this under 14C grand final STJFL live from North Hobart. Thanks to Duff TV, Cripps and Master Baker, Jackson Motor Company and Mood Food, Bennett's Petroleum. Of course, the under 14 boys are sponsored by directly Foal Real Estate and Huonville Footy Club. So great effort from those sponsors. Thank you for coming on board and giving these boys an opportunity to watch their grand final in the next coming weeks. Hickey again. Got it away, fist away from Roller. Out it comes now for Webster. Webster should run onto this one quite easily. He's got Males there if he wants it. Males decides to let him run and goes to Shepherd. Brilliant effort there by Webster. But a strong mark taken on the last line of defence almost for Huonville. Sending it out wide. Big fly by Thorpe. Rawnsley keeps his feet. Got Webster out of the contest nicely. Out it comes here. Will it roll inside the forward 50? Yes, good effort there by Crennan. Crennan sends it long. Blythe over the back. Time and space. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Rolls out of bounds. We'll see a boundary throw in here. Inside forward 50, but also inside the final minute of this under 14C grand final between Glenorchy and Huonville. The scoreboard is one-sided, but the matchups were not. It's been a very even contest around the ground. Just some cleaner, bigger bodies for Glenorchy have been the difference today. Billy Phillips is my call for best on ground, I would have thought. He's kicked 4 goals and had plenty of it. Turner might be able to get it over the top and just take it away from him. If he had kicked a goal, he would have had 4, but he misses to the far side. And it comes now for Richards. Richards deciding to go long up the corridor. I don't mind that. And there it is. It is full time here at North Hobart Oval in the STJFL under 14C grand final. Your victors by 34 points are the Glenorchy Magpies. Goal kickers for the Magpies. Billy Phillips with 4, Ty Critter Turner with 3, and 2 to Cade Burgess, and singles to Brandon Oates, Jordan Blythe, Jake Dobbo Dobson, Luke Matcham and Lukey Brown. For Huonville, it was 3 to Jack McQueen, and then singles to Braden Shaw, Curtis Reed. And unfortunately, heartbreak for the Lions, but they've got something to work on for next year. They're a good bunch of lads. They've got some real talent out there, but unfortunately, the bigger bodies of the Magpies beat them in the end. Well, there you go. The boys here at the under-14s are the victors, under-14 Magpies. Well done to them. As we can see, big scenes down here for the Glenorchy boys. Big Lukey Brown was very good. Billy Phillips was very good. Lewis Crennan off the half back line was very good. Ty Turner was very good, but I think it is Billy backline Phillips, BLB, who will be best on ground, I would have thought, today. But the coaches and officials may have seen it differently to Tubes Taylor, folks. So repeating full-time, Glenorchy 14-13-97 defeated Huonville 5-3-33 in the under-14C grand final. Of course, coming up next here, we've got the under-13 youth girls grand final coming up on Duff TV. We're going to wait for the presentations here. There they are, the boys. There's Ty Turner, the critter. Of course, with the captain, Crennan. Sorry, Brandon Oates was that one. Nothing got past Jackie Grace today. As we come in for the presentations, we can see the girls coming up next. Kingborough versus Claremont in the under-13 youth girls. Really looking forward to that contest. It's terrific to see the young ladies running around on North Hobart Oval. Duff will be down there live on the camera, folks, getting this presentation. For Huonville, I thought Jack McQueen was one of their best, as was Cody Rawnsley, Travis Hickey, Johnny Thorpe. Down back, I thought Jakey Dyrene was terrific, and Braden Shaw giving them a little bit of run in their forward line. Jackson Richards in patches was very good too. But just unfortunately, the bigger bodies of the Glenorchy boys were too good on the day. We'll cross down now to Tony Gibson for the presentations. Just going to collect the Huonville footy side, who are rightfully so getting a photo together. That's terrific to see, and it's wonderful to see the support that they've had from their community down there in the valley. Cross down now to Tony Gibson.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cripps STJFL Grand Final Day. Under 14C Grand Final. Victors to the Glenorchy team. Congratulations to Glenorchy. Commiserations to the Huonville Lions team, who, despite going down, put in a really gallant effort right to the very finish. So congratulations to Logan and the team of boys. I'd now like to ask the coach of Huonville Lions, Logan Bly, to come forward and say a few words.
First of all, just congratulations to Westy and his boys. Obviously, been the best team all year, so well deserved and enjoy tonight. But I mean, to our boys, what an effort to get here. I mean, on the bottom of the ladder after round 5, and worked your ass off to get here. Won the last 4, I think. So yeah, just enjoy the experience. Yeah, we'll enjoy the year back in the rooms, and obviously we'll have a bit more of a chat. But yeah, definitely don't be disappointed about today. I mean, I was talking to Westy. I think 33 points is the most that's been kicked against these blokes all year. So you should be really proud of yourselves how you went today. So, well done.
Thanks, Logan. Our Cripps STJFL best player on the ground today goes to Huonville Lions player Travis Hickey.
Certainly did try his heart out there, Travis Hickey. Probably the best effort I've seen him in his game this year. Well done, young man. Best on ground in the grand final.
I'd now like to call on the Glenorchy coach, Jordan West, to come forward and say some words.
First of all, massive congratulations to Huonville. You guys have improved so much this year, and just watching you guys every time just develop that further and further. Looking forward to seeing where you go with your footy in the future. Secondly, to all the parents of our boys, thanks for bringing them to training, picking them up, helping us out, and all the officials. It's very much appreciated. Made my job so much easier. And thirdly, to the boys, it's been a long year. It's been a very long year, but it's been worth it, boys. So this is to you, boys. Good work.
We'll now invite Jordan to call out the players to receive their premiership medallion.
First up, young Geordie Blythe. Secondly, the smallest player on the ground, Luke Brown. Third, Cade Burgess. Next up is Big Louis Crennan. We got Big Riley Rolladair next.
The roller. The good game down back there, Riley. Good job.
Next up is Jake Dobson.
Dobbo kicked a goal today. Got 2 50-metre penalties, Riley. He come from the centre of the ground, so he kicked the goal from the centre. Young Dobbo, well done, young man.
Next, Jaden Ford-Wolf.
Ford-Wolf played very well today as well, down back. Didn't see much of it. Got the boots off already.
Next up is Jack Grace.
Not much gets past Jackie Grace down on that half-back line. He played a great game today. Not much other footy, but still, everything that came his way, he stopped.
Next up is young Will Herbert.
Big Wilbur. Played a hand in a nice goal there in the final term.
The next to come up and get one is one of our vice-captains, Jack Howlett.
Jack Howlett did very well at half-back too. Didn't call his name a lot, but still involved in every bit of play.
Next up is Connor Kelly-Lennox.
Another player playing off that half-back line. Didn't see much of the footy, but still, everything that came his way, he stopped.
Next is another one of the vice captains, Jack Males.
Well, we spoke about him during the game. He is an elite user of footy. We see him so often just kicking the footy at Glenorchy games or Claremont games, wherever he goes. He's always got
Next
a
up
footy in
is
his
young
hand.
Luke Matcham.
Matcham kicked the goal today. Did a good job running off that half-forward line. Played a good game.
Next up is Declan Modrahan.
Well, the coach has finally taught me how to say his name correctly, Declan Modrahan. Moved into half-forward in the last term to get a few kicks and did a good job
Next
there,
is
Modge.
our skipper, Brandon Oates.
Brandon Oates, so quick, so tall, so lanky, and is a real leader at this footy club. Kicked a goal in the final term to add to a great season for him.
Next is young Billy Phillips.
Backline Billy, playing through the middle of the ground. He looks sore there, Billy, but he kicked 4 goals. He had it on a shoestring today. Good job by him, and he's kicked 4 goals
Next
in the
up is
grand final.
Fletcher Salter.
Fletcher Salter, again, had plenty of it early in the game. Drifted a little bit out in the middle of the game, though, but came back into it in the last term, played a great game, and is now a grand final
Next
winner.
up, Zach Tennant.
Big Zachy, big heavy number 72 on his back too. Again, not much of the footy, but certainly played a good game when it was in his
Ty
area.
Turner, the crit.
The critter kicked 3 goals, Ty Turner. He's a big unit, very quick, very aggressive player. Played a great game of footy today, and we'll be happy with that premiership medal around his neck.
Next up is Jai Wakefield.
Big Wakey ran through some packs today, Jai, and did a good job.
Next is Jay Webster.
Jay Webster, formerly out there at the Brighton Footy Club, now playing at Glenorchy. His brother's one of the Websters playing
Last
AFL
but
footy.
definitely not least
and
is
out there at
Harrison
Glenorchy.
Wells.
And Harry Wells, the big sauce on his leg there. I was talking to him before the game. His tendons don't grow as quick as his bones. So he's ripped a tendon off his knees and he can't play footy
Coach
anymore.
Jordan West.
And Geordie West is doing a great job as Peach is arriving for the next game. Geordie West, a great coach out there. It was a massive win to Glenorchy today, 97-33. As we see, these boys will come in and they'll be happy to take their premiership cup off Tony Gibson.
Thanks very much, Jordan. I'd now like to ask our Vice President, Mick Arnold, to present the Premiership Cup to the coach and the captain.
So the captain is, of course, Brandon Oates, and the coach, Geordie West. Well done there, boys. And the Ribena will be flowing out there at Glenorchy tonight. The premiership winners, Glenorchy Footy Club, running out victors by 64 points here today at North Hobart Oval, as the boys will come in to celebrate. There we go for their footy grand final win. The fingers up. Here's Roller. Brownie as well, happy with it. Males in there, the vice captain. There they are, the boys. They love it. So Glenorchy running at victors over the lines from Huonville today by 64 points. That will end our broadcast here for the Under-14C STJFL Grand Final. My name's Tubes Taylor. Thanks for watching. Thanks to our sponsors, of course, Falls Real Estate, Huonville Footy Club, Cripps the Master Baker, Jackson Motor Company, and Mood Food and Bennett's Petroleum. My name's Tubes Taylor. We'll see you next time here on Duff TV. Coming up next is the Under-13 Youth Girls, as we see them running out, ready to go.